ከዚህ በፊት ኤክሰርሳይዝ 1.11 አይተናል። አሁን የምናየው ሞር ኦን rationalization of denominator። ከዚህ በፊት ያየነው ዶኖሚኔተር ራሽናላይዝ እናደርጋለን የሚል ነው። እሱን ኤክሰርሳይዝ በኤክሰርሳይዝ መልኩም ኤክሰርሳይዝ 1.11 ላይ አይተናል። አሁን ቀጥታ የምናየው ከዚህኛው ትንሽ ከበድ የሚል how to rationalize the denominator የሚለውን ነው። ይህንን ቀጥታ ከማየታችን በፊት ግን ከዚህ በፊት የተማራችሁትን እንድታስታውሱ ማሳያችሁ ነገር አለ። እሱን አብረን እናያለን። ለምሳሌ እዚህ ጋር a plus b ስኩዌር ብንባል ይህንን ስናባዛ ምንድነው የምናደርገው? a plus b times a plus b ይህንን ብናባዛ የምናደርገው ከዚህ በፊት እንደምናውቀው እያንዳንዱን ማባዛት እንችላለን። a plus a times a ስኩዌር ነው ፕላስ a times b ab ነው b times b b ስኩዌር ነው። ሶሪ b times b ጋር ከመሄዳችን በፊት እዚህ ጋር b times a ab ነው አሁንም የሚሰጠን ab በa ጨረስን። አሁን በb እንቀጥላለን ማለት ነው። b times a ab ይሆናል። ከዛ b times b b ስኩዌር ይሆናል ማለት ነው። b ስኩዌር ይሆናል። ከዛ ይሄን ካየን በኋላ a ስኩዌር ፕላስ 2ab ምክንያቱም ab ፕላስ ab 2ab ስለሚሆን ማለት ነው ፕላስ b ስኩዌር ይሆናል ማለት ነው። ይሄ የመጨረሻው አንሰራችን ነው ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ ማንኛውም ቁጥር በዚህ መልኩ ከተሰጠን a plus b ከተሰጠን ዘሁል ከተሰጠን ይህን ሁሉ እያባዛን ከምንሄድ ምንድነው የምናደርገው ማለት ነው? ከዚህ a ስኩዌር ብለን እንወስዳለን ሲደመር 2ab ፕላስ b ስኩዌር አድርገን መውሰድ ነው ማለት ነው ባጭሩ። እንዲህ መውሰድ እንችላለን። ማይነስ ቢሆንስ ምን ይሆናል ለሚለውን ደግሞ ማይነስ እና ፕላስ ቢሆን እንዴት ይሆናል የሚለውን ደግሞ አብረን ነው የምናየው። ይሄ ተመሳሳይ ቁጥር ሆኖ መሀላቸው ብቻ ማይነስ ቢሆንስ እንዴት ነው የምናደርገው የሚለውን a plus b the whole a minus b እንዲህ ቢሆን ምንድነው የሚሆነው የሚለውን አብረን እናያለን። እንደዚህ ከሆነ የምናደርገው ቀጥታ ባጭሩ a ስኩዌር ማይነስ b ስኩዌር ነው የሚሆነው ማለት ነው። ይሄ እንዴት መጣ አብረን እናያለን ማለት ነው። አሁንም ቅድም ያሳየኋችሁ እንዲሆናችሁ ነው። አሁን እንዴት እናደርጋለን? መጀመሪያ በa እናባዛለን ከዛ በb ማለት ነው። a times a ስኩዌር ነው ማይነስ እዚህ ጋር a times ማይነስ b ማይነስ ab አሁንም ፕላስ እዚህ ጋር ፕላስ ሳይን ስላለች ፕላስ b times a ab ወይም a ማለት እንችላለን። ልዩነት የለውም። ab then b times ማይነስ b ማይነስ b ስኩዌር ይሆናል ማለት ነው። እዚህ ጋር እንደምታዩት ማይነስ ab ፕላስ ab ዜሮ ነው። ኔጌቲቭ በአዟዙረን የምንቀንሰው ዜሮ ነው። ስለዚህ እዚህ ጋር ይሄ ስለሚጠፋ a ስኩዌር ማይነስ b ስኩዌር ይቀራል ማለት ነው። ስኩዌር ይቀራል ማለት ነው። ይሄን ይመስላል። ይሄን ካየን ቀጥታ ራሽናላይዜሽን ወይ ራሽናላይዝ ዲኖሚኔተር የሚለው በዚህ መልኩ በቀላሉ መስራት ይቻላል ማለት ነው። እዚህ ጋር የሚያሳየን እሱን ነው። ይሄ አሁን የሚሆነው ቅድም ባሳያችሁ ስኩዌር ይሄ 4 ይሆናል ማለት ነው አጭሩ። ይሄኛው ለምሳሌ አክቲቪቲ 1.80 ላይ የተሰጠን ስኩዌር ቅድም እንዳሳያችሁ 2 ሲባዛ 2 4 ሲቀነስ ባጭሩ ይሄ ሲባዛ ይሄ root of 3 times root of 3 square root of 3 times square root of 3 we get square root of 9 which means 3, so it is equal to 1. So we simply do like this when we move to using the fact that a minus b the whole, we already done this. So to rationalize the denominator, the number like this we use, for example, if you take 1 over a plus square root of b, we multiply this number with square root of, again these are another number 1 over square root of a minus b, which square root of a and b are irrational number as follows. So must be a and b must be not perfect square to rationalize the denominator. If they are perfect square, we don't need to rationalize the denominator because they already perfect square. So a square root of a and the square root of b must be irrational number. Then given numbers at a over a plus square root of b, then we have to multiply simply with a minus square root of b over a minus square root of b. So we can simplify like this. If you given, we have to multiply by plus again 1 over square root of a minus, we have to plus here, we can multiply like this. We have here some example. Let us take and let us do all example here, a given example. Let us do some of them, a and b, or let us do all. Rationalize the denominator. So let us write the first question, 5 over 1 minus square root of 2. We have this number. How to? We have to multiply this number as we say before. We this is minus, we make plus and multiply this number. So 1 plus square root of 2 over 1 plus square root of 2. So we get that 5 times 1, 5, again 5 times the square root of 2, 5 square root of 2, we get this over, as we say before, if these two numbers are the same and if they have minus and plus, we only take square root of each number and we take subtract sign. So 1 times 1, 1 minus square root of 2 times square root of 2, square root of 4. Square root of 4 means 2, so we get that negative 1 here. We when we write this equation, 5 plus square root of 5 square root of 2 over minus 5, which means minus 1, which means minus 5 minus 5 square root of 2. This is all about this. So we have this final answer of this question. Let us check. It's the same as. Let us do for B question. Letter B say 3 square root of 3 over square root of 6 plus 3 square root of 2. So we rationalize this denominator. Let us write first the equation. The equation says that 3 over the square root of 6 plus square root of 3 square root of 2. Square root of 2, we have to multiply this with by simply changing this plus with minus. So square root of 6 minus 3 square root of 2 over square root of 6 minus 3 square root of 2. So 3 times square root of 6 minus 3 square root of 2 means the same as 3 times square root of 6. 3 square root of 6 minus 3 times 3, 9 square root of 2. Again we have here 6 already. 6 times 6, 36. When we square root of 36 means 6. So 3 we can, 3 times 3, 9. 2 times 4, 4. When 4 out of square root we get 18. Here we have 18. Because 3 times 3, 9, and square root of 2 times square root of 2, 2 times 9, 18. So we get that 3. We can write this equation again with simplification. 6 minus, here we have 3 because we take 3 for both. Square root of 2 minus 12. Then we can now simplify this equation. Square root of 6 minus 3 square root of 2. 3 cancelled by 3. When 12 divided by 3 we get minus 4. We can write this equation like this. The final answer we will make minus square root of 6 plus 3 square root of 2 over 4. Minus 4 will be above. So this is the final answer for equation letter B. For equation letter B, we can write this equation again by using we can 3 here. 3 square root of 2 minus square root of 6 by simply interchanging the square root of 6. As you see, minus will be here, and exchanging the place of square root of minus 6 in the 3 square root of 2. So this is the final answer. And let us move to the next question. Now we will do this exercise 1.12. Exercise 1.12 says that rationalize the denominator of each of the following. Denominator of each of the following. We only do select equation. Let us do all. It is very simple. Let us do all. We A says that 3 minus the square root of 5. We have this equation. To rationalize this, we simply put here plus and we multiply both sides of the fraction. So 3 plus the square root of 5 over 3 plus the square root of 5. So we have, when we multiply by 1 this number, we get only 3 square root of 5, 3 square root of plus 5 over 3 times 3 and 9, we get 9. 9 minus 5 times 5, 25. Square root of 25 means 5. We get 5. Then we have to write this equation plus the square root of 5 over 9 minus 5, which is equal to 4. So this is final answer for question letter A under question number 1. Let us do for B. Under question letter B, the question says that we have to rationalize the denominator of this given number 18 over square root of 18 over square root of 5 minus 3, which we have to multiply this with the reverse of this. We have make a plus by multiplying both sides. So square root of 5 plus 3 over square root of 5 plus 3. So when we multiply each by 18, 18 times 5, which is 90, as we know. 5 times 8, 40, we have 4, and then 5 times 1, 5, and 4, 9. So we have square root of 90 plus 3 square root of 3 square root of 3 square root of 18. We can simplify this 5 times square root of 5 times square root of 5, which is 5, 25. We out of square root, it will be 5, 3 times minus 3 times 3, which is minus 9. So we can simplify this by making the above 90 means 9 plus 9 times 10. So 9 will be out of a square root by 3. And we have here 10 plus again we have 18 means 9 times 2. So 9 will be out of square root, which is 3. 3 times 3, 9. 9 square root of 2 again over minus 4. We can write like this, or we have to simplify this square root of 10 plus here we have 3 square root of 2 over here we can move again over minus 4, and we can interchange this minus 3 into square root of 10 minus 3 square root of 2 over 4. This is the final answer for letter B. We can see later we have C. Let us see under letter C we have given number 2 over square root of 5 minus square root of 3. We have to multiply this by here we have minus. We have to multiply both sides by square root of 5 plus square root of 3 over square root of 5 plus square root of 3. So we give that square root of 5 plus square root of 3 over square root of 5 plus square root of 3. We have to multiply each 2 times 2 times square root of 5 means 2 square root of 5 square root of 5 plus 2 square root of 3 over 5 times 5, 25. Square root of 25 is 5. And square root of 3 times square root of 3, which is 9. 9 square root of 9 is 3. So we get that here we have 2. We can put this 2 in the bracket, square root of 5 plus square root of 3, the whole over 2. Again, 2 will be cancelled by 2. The final answer of C is square root of 5 plus the square root of 3. Square root of 3. So this is for question letter C. Letter D, we have question D. We will do for question D. Let us write first the question. We have given, we have that square root of 3 plus 4 over square root of 3 minus 2 minus 2. So we have to rationalize this with denominator. We have to multiply by making this plus for both sides. So square root of 3 plus 2 over square root of 3 plus 2. So here we have to rationalize the denominator, not numerator. So when we 3 times sorry. So we have to multiply this number with this 3 times square root of 3 times square root of 3, which is 9. Square root of 9, square root of 9 means 3. So we take 3 plus 2 times square root of 3, 2 square root of 3. Again we have 4 times square root of 3, 3 4 square root of 3. Again 4 times 2, which is 8 over, we have square root of 3. As we say before, here we have minus and here we have plus. We only multiplying each letter and simply taking that number. Square root of 3 times square root of 3, square root of 9. Square root of 9 means 3. So minus 2 times 2, which is 4. So 4 will be taken. As we see, square root of 3, 2 square root of 3 plus 4 square root of 3, we can add this number. So we get that 3 plus 8, which is 11, plus 2, 6. Here we have, sorry, yeah, sorry for that. So 2 plus 4, 6 square root of 3 over 3 minus 1, which is minus 1. When any number divided by minus 1, which is multiplied each by negative. So we get that minus 6 square root of 3 minus 11. So this is the final answer for letter D. And if any error on this question, you can write your error question on comment of this video, and I will try to take correction on from my note. So the other question will be given that it's a denominator 10 over square root of 7 minus square root of 2. We have to multiply this by making only plus sign here. So we have to multiply both sides. So square root of 7 plus square root of 2 over square root of 7 plus square root of 2. We have to multiply this by 10. We get 10 square root of 7 plus 10 square root of 2. We over 7 square root of 7 times square root of 7, 49. Square root of 49 means 7. So square root of 2 times square root of 2, which is 4, when square root of 4 means minus square root of 4 means 2. So we have here 10 into, we can write again this equation, square root of 7. We take 4 both 10, and we leave square root of 7 and 2 as it is. 7 minus 2, which is 5. We can simplify more this equation. We have here 10 divided by 5, which is 2. So we have square root of 7. We can both sides in under bracket square root of 2 and the square root of 7, which is, we can leave this like this, and we can write this equation square root of 7 plus 2 square root of 2. We can write like this. If you have any question on this question, you can write your question under comment of this video by subscribing the channel. Latest if question letter F is the same as question letter D, so we leave as it is, and we will do question letter G. So when we move to letter G, we have here which is different from exercise we do letter A to F. So we have to write for this question. Let us see with example this question. For example, if you take such type of a number, A plus B minus C, when we multiply this number with reverse of this, A minus B plus C. So when we multiply this number, A times A square, we have A square here, A square minus A times minus B, which is minus AB minus AB. Again, A times C, we have AC. Again, let us multiply this number with B. B times A, which is BA or AB, which is the same. B again, B times minus B, B square, and plus B times C, BC. Let us multiply this whole number by minus C. We have minus C times A, AC or CA. Both are the same. Then minus C times minus B, which is plus BC. Minus C times C, which is minus C square. As we see, we have here minus AB, here plus AB. We can cancel this by this because we get 0. Again, we have here AC minus AC. We have also here is AC. We have BC here, B times C plus BC. So let us cancel. Here we have AC. Yes, here AC. cancelled by this. As we see BC, and here we have 2. Again we have plus BC, BC plus BC. Okay, after seeing this formula, we move to here for question letter G. Question letter G say that 1 over the square root of 2 plus square root of 3 minus 1. So we have to first, since this is 3 terms, we have to make this 3 term into 2 terms first. To make this 2 term, we first let us 1 over we have to multiply under the bracket. We have square root of 2 plus square root of 3. We have this, let us take as one number, minus 1. After that we have to multiply, make this plus. We have to multiply each other. We make here we have square root of 2 plus square root of 3 plus 1 plus 1 over here we have again square root of 2 plus square root of 3 square root of 3, yes, square root of 3 plus 1. This is under bracket. Then when we multiply this by this, we only we have that square root of 2 plus square root of 3. Here we have plus 1 over. Here is we have, as we when we square root of this is the same as when we simplify. Sorry, here we have to make this minus. Let us try again. Sorry, we have to group together since it has 3 terms. We have to make 3 terms. So we have to write equation again. Square root of 2 plus square root of 3 minus 1. We have to first we have to group this number. Let us group with like this. We have to multiply. Here we have make this group 1 and this group 2. So we have to multiply square root of 2 minus, here we have under bracket square root of 3 plus minus 1 over. Let us multiply both sides by this square root of 2 minus under bracket square root of 3 minus 1. And after that, when we multiply this number with 1, we get given number square root of 2 minus square root of 3 plus 1. Get this again. As we say before, let us take this number as one number, and we have here one number. So square root of 2 times square root of 2, square root of 4. Square root of 4 means 2, so 2 plus. When we multiply this number with each other, square root of 3 minus 1 times the square root of 3 minus 1, we get that square root of 3 times square root of 3. We have 9. 9 is square root of 9 means 3. So again we have minus 2 square root of 3 minus 1 times minus 1. We have plus 1. Then after simplified, we get that we have this is already simplified. Let's simplify this first. We have 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. So the final answer is 6 minus 2 square root of 3. This is the denominator. Still now this number is not rationalized, so we have to again rationalize this number. So square root of 2 minus square root of 3 plus 1 over 6 square root of 6 minus square root of 2 square root of 3. So now also up to we get rational number. We also now rationalize this number again. Here we have 1. Sorry for bad handwriting. Here we have 1. We have to multiply this by 6 plus 2 square root of 3. 2 square root of 3, and again here we have to multiply both sides by this number square root of 3. When we multiply this, we can multiply each other, but the final answer will be 6 times square root of 2, and we have to multiply each one by one. But finally you can multiply each other. This is very simple. Square root of 3 plus 1 multiplied by 6 plus square root of 3, 2 square root of 3 over 6 times 6, 36. 36 minus we have 3 times 3, 9. Square root of 9 means 3. So 3 times 4, we get that here we have 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 3, we get 12. So 36 minus 12, we have here 24. 24. So this is the final answer for question letter G. If you have any question under this rationalize the denominator, you can leave your question under comment of this video. For today, this is all about. If you have any question, leave your question under comment of this video by subscribing my channel. For today, thank you very much. ዛሬ እንግዲህ ራሽናላይዝ ዶሚኔተርን ኤግዛምፕሉ ዴፊኒሽኑን ሳይቀር ኤክሰርሳይሱን ሁሉ ሰርተን ጨርሰናል። ይህን ይመስላል። ኔክስት ኢንክሉድን ዲቪዥን አልጎሪዝም የሚለውን ነው የምናየው። እዚህኛው ላይ ግን ኤክሰርሳይዝ 1.12 ላይ ጂ ትንሽ ያስቸግራል ነበር። በመጨረሻ ግን ሰርተነዋል። ያልገባችሁ ነገር ካለ እዚህ ላይ ጥያቄዎቹን በኮሜንት መልክ ጻፉልኝ። መጀመሪያ ግን ቻናሉን ሰብስክራይብ አድርጋችሁ ቤተሰብ ሁኑ። የተለያዩ ቪዲዮዎች ስለሚለቀቁ እንዲደርሳችሁ ሰብስክራይብ ማድረግ አትርሱ። ለጓደኞቻችሁ ማጋራትንም አትርሱ። ቪዲዮ ከተመቻችሁ ደግሞ ላይክ አድርጉ ማለት ነው። ለዛሬ ይህን ይመስላል። ኔክስት ላይ ኢኩሊዲያን ዲቪዥን አልጎሪዝም እናያለን። ለዛሬ አመሰግናለሁ። መልካም ጊዜ